Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am really excited. I hope you guys enjoyed my last video, and thank you so much for those who messaged me and just really encouraged me. Like, that was super cool. Today I'm going to do something a bit lighter because, well, I think it's lighter. It's not like you ain't gonna see no tears or anything. Right, so today we're gonna talk about, let me get my notes because I made notes for you guys, because I was really thinking like, what should I talk about today? Bam, then it came. So we're gonna talk about things not to do when you break up with someone that you love, that you was with, and you really like, you was really heartbroken and you was really affected by this relationship. Obviously if you was in a relationship and you broke up and you wasn't really that affected and it was easy for you to move on, then I don't know, you might hear something here that I talk about that could potentially, that you could take for yourself. But if you was in a situation where you really loved someone, you really felt like you was going to spend the rest of your life with them, and it just all came crashing down, if you are that person, then keep watching for my 5 tips on what not to do when you break up with someone. So I don't know if these are in like any particular order, but the first thing that I would say not to do, ladies, is pretend that you're okay. And like, what I mean by that is, sometimes like when you I don't know, like if anyone is like me out there, like I'm not trying to say that I'm stubborn or anything, yeah, because I'm not, but all I'm trying to say is, like, don't pretend that you are okay. Like, don't pretend that you're not hurting. Like, don't pretend that, you know, you're not broken or hasn't broken you. Because when you break up with that person and you're going to go on this journey where you're going to start to get back on your feet and you're going to start all over again, there's going to be a lot of broken pieces here, there and everywhere that you're going to need to bring back together so that you can be whole again, so that you are able to move on and be with you know, find someone new or whatever. But you're going to need to be able to get those pieces back together. And the first thing that I would say, which I made the mistake of, not mistake, but which I've done a lot of times, not even just with breakup, but like always being the one to be like, no, I'm okay, like, you know, I can just move on, I can just, what, you know, are you that kind of girl? Are you like me? But I've learned that it's okay to cry, and it's okay to be tired, it's okay to be sad, it's okay to like be broken, and it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be vulnerable, okay? And I just want to say that like from the deepest part of my heart, because sometimes I feel like when you're vulnerable, it obviously puts you in a position to get even more hurt, you know, and it puts you in a position to like feel every pain. And sometimes we don't want to feel every pain, you know, we don't want to, because it hurts to be hurt, and it hurts to hurt. It's like the pain is never ending. And obviously if you ever been heartbroken, like, you know how deep that pain can be. And I've been in a position where I was hurt but not heartbroken, like physically hurt, like when I was really sick and when I was in hospital. And I just remember thinking to myself, like, I would rather feel this pain than heartbreak, because when you are sick, like in your body, like a doctor, you can just take a paracetamol and the pain will calm down, or you can have surgery and the doctor can take away that thing that is making you sick, whether it's like a cyst that you have that is causing you pain, or whether you have something in your body that is causing you pain. Like a doctor can just bam, put you to sleep, take that out, or you can just reach for your paracetamol, take that, and the pain will kind of go. But when you're heartbroken, there isn't any special tricks, or there isn't any quick fix to deal with heartbreak, and it's like every second can feel like a whole day, and so it feels like the pain will never go away. And sometimes people can resort to just wanting to kill themselves and resort to like suicide because the pain is just too much to bear. So that's just really an important point, because you acknowledging that you're hurting and acknowledging that you're broken and acknowledging that you are in pain, that's going to allow healing to come into your heart, and that's going to allow you to start the process of healing. But if you keep pretending, you might not feel the effect of it now, but later on when you maybe want to decide to get into a new relationship, that's going to begin to leak in that relationship, because that's going to open up that wound again. Okay, this one is, I think, I don't know if I wouldn't know if guys do it, but I presume quite a lot of people would do it. It's social media. Now, like I said in my old video, I'm not really great with social media. Like, I'm not like social media like crazy. And one thing that I would say, ladies, is don't stalk him. Don't stalk him on social media. Don't stalk him seeing what he does, you know, once you've just like broken up. Because I think like girls can do that, because you want to see like, okay, who is he with now? Oh, he went to that place. Oh, is that how it is? Is that how it is? Yeah, you have gone to that place.
Oh no, oh no. So you're trying to tell me that you're all heartbroken, that you're all like coming to me like this and that, yeah? But at the end of the day, you're like going to ABCD. You're basically traveling the world.
And you can make yourself go crazy because of this, like, and a lot of people do this, like, and a lot of girls, I think, would do this, like, stalk the guy. Like, do yourself a favor. If you really have to, like, if you really have been in a position where you've really been heartbroken and you really need to heal, I would say cut off social media for a season. Like, cut off social media for like a period of time. You don't need it. Do you get what I mean? Like, you don't need to see what other people are doing in their lives. Focus on your life and you're gonna start to flourish. Focus on other people's lives and you're just gonna keep drowning in your sorrows. So point number 3, what I would say is discussing your problem with everyone and anyone. Like, I don't know if, I mean, personally for me, like, I'm quite a private person and I'm not really like the kind of person to like have so many people like around me, and I'm not really the kind of person to like talk about everything that I go through. Like, I'm quite private in that sense. But there are some people who are, when you're obviously in a position when you're broken, and this can be like if you've been in a relationship with someone that you both have mutual friends, and when you're in a position where you both have mutual friends, I think it can be a bit more harder to get over the person, because obviously you might be talking to your friend and, you know, they're talking about like your ex, or you're finding out information, or you're opening to that person and then they're talking to your ex, or your ex talks to that person and that person talks to you, kind of scenario. So it can get quite messy. So what I would say, to do yourself a favor, because remember, this is not about the other person, this is about you. So don't go and blast that person. Like, don't go and like blast them on social media. Don't go and blast them to your friends. Don't go and do all of that stuff, because that's only going to affect you in the long run. That's not going to really affect them. So moving on. Okay, another thing that I would say what not to do, and this is only my opinion, if you feel that you have been really heartbroken and you are trying to get over that person and just kind of like take time to heal, I would say kind of like distance yourself from that person and don't really remain like a friendship with that person. And what do I mean by that? The reason why like I say that is because we as females, we are so like emotional driven. Like we can, the more you spend time with someone, I feel like the more you can like really build up feelings for that person, and because you get to know each other, whatever. And I just don't want you to like get confused. Like if you're spending a lot of time, like you've broken up with your ex and you know you had a really amazing friendship, so you still remaining friends, and he's calling you, you're calling him, he's texting you, you're texting him, and then you start to feel like maybe he still wants me, you know. Be careful of that. The reason why I say that is because you don't want to get the wrong impression and think that he still wants you when he really doesn't, because and you're gonna start to feel feelings that are possibly not even like real, in terms of like you might start to feel like rejected by him when he's not trying to reject you, but because you've already like made it something that it's not, you're going to start expecting things from that person that they don't really require to give you. Like they don't need to like give you those things, and so you're gonna feel like, oh, they're rejecting you, and that's gonna cause more pain. You're gonna feel like they're using you, and that's gonna cause more pain. And so you really have to like put boundaries on what you can and cannot handle. So that's about it for on the things of not to do when you break up with someone. I just thought that I'd do that. I don't know, maybe someone has gone through heartbreak before. I've gone through heartbreak before, and I know a few people that's gone through heartbreak before, and you know, it's really like such a painful thing to go through. Like the way that you look at yourself is how the value that you place on yourself. If you don't have any value on yourself, then you're going to do all kind of things just because you don't really care about you know. And that's not, and if that's how you feel about yourself, then you're probably like in a good place to be alone. Do you get what I mean? Because that means that like you're probably not really bringing much to your relationship or to that relationship, because like that person was probably like feeding you with everything that you needed, and that's not a healthy relationship to be in. You need to be confident in yourself, you need to love yourself, you need to know that if you're going to be in a relationship, you're bringing, you know, 100% to the table. You know, you are all that, what is that saying? You're all that and a bag of chips. So, you know, like be confident in that. And if you are in a position where you are heartbroken or you have been heartbroken, I just want to say like everything is going to be okay. Like don't keep beating yourself, like don't keep crying yourself to sleep, like don't keep like putting yourself in positions where it's like your heart is tearing to pieces. Don't keep saying to yourself or listening to those voices that are like, just kill yourself, like you're gonna die, you can't bear the pain. But like lift your chin up, look up to the sky. I'm kidding, but keep hoping. Like hope, if you don't have hope, you need hope, because hope is the only thing that is going to keep you living. So keep hoping everything is going to be okay. Like I know like that everything is going to be okay line can be one of the worst things that you could hear when you are really in a bad and horrible place, but it sounds more better when you say it to yourself, because it's like you've built up that strength to say everything is going to be okay. So thank you so much for watching. I might do a video on the things to do. So if you are interested, then subscribe, like, share my video, and see you next time. Bye. Love you guys.